Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rick Matsoko Tere here from Derby in the UK, just coming in with my first review of the DailyVee, starting with DailyVee 44. This is an idea I had because this show, Gary Vaynerchuk, this show has become by far my favorite show. I've just been enjoying it, been loving it. I watch it more than Game of Thrones or Lost or House of Cards. Gary, you know that. But also, one thing I've learned from Gary and being in his ecosystem for, I would say, maybe 8-9 months now, is self-awareness. And I'm very aware that unlike Gary, who is, a practitioner who learns by doing, I'm a bit of a nerd. And I know that there's some of us in the Vayner Nation who are nerds. And we learn, yes, by consuming a lot of content. And then what we're trying to do is to reverse engineer some of the stuff that Gary does and apply it to our businesses. That's what I do. And, I think even as much as this show is also for you guys, but it's also for me to really unpack a lot of the information and a lot of the tips that Gary gives us. And I can then put them into little bits and really take it to the next level. Now, today being the first show, it's a little bit longer because I'm kind of just introducing myself. But in the future, most of the shows will be between about 3 minutes long, because if most of us we have things to do. And before all of you say anything, I know the production quality is not that good. I don't have a D-Rock. I'm just bootstrapping it just here. So, and also just don't have the time to edit it that much. So enjoy this quality as we go further. As I see how much you guys love this and enjoy this, then maybe we'll get the show to be of much better quality. It's all about 1 is greater than 0 right now. 1 is greater than 0. This is as much a homage to you, Gary, as it is a learning tool for some of us who learn the nerdy way, some of us who learn the school way and all this. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy this. So, into the show. D-Rock, you need to show me how to get that funky music in my videos, man. You're killing it. The music you had on today's show, it reminds me of when I watched DailyVee 004. That was the first one where the music really touched my soul. And I remember that as I watched that video, the stuff I was learning in that episode stayed with me. Well, look at me now. I even remember that it's DailyVee 004 because of that music. So D-Rock, I need to get you. I need to find out how you put that funky music in the videos. So today, Gary was at Food Loves Tech. A few things that really stood out for me that I loved. First of all the fan love and the fact that Gary, no matter how we come as fans, kind of fawning over you, the humility you show when we do that is always amazing to me. It shows me that when I do manage to get my ticket from the UK to come to New York to see you, I'm gonna enjoy it. Or when you come here to London one day, and I'll meet you in London. It's gonna be epic. Now, there was a couple of really hot people that you stopped to talk to, and you were asking them about what it's like being hot. Who's that? If anyone knows, put a comment on here if you know who those hot people were. Just thinking. I watch this show just like I would another show, and I'm really interested in the characters. I love the characters. Some of these little characters are really cool for me. It's also very interesting every time on a Gary V episode, on a DailyVee episode, when we see Gary giving a speech and his spiel. If you are like me and you really, really know Gary's spiel, I listen to all your keynotes, Gary. I got you on podcast, and so right now I'm going through the Ask Gary V episodes again. When you know Gary's spiel, it's funny how this stuff starts to seep into you, and I love to see you talk about it again, because for me, I feel repetition is how I learn. So the more you're saying it, the more I'm understanding it. The more when you say it 4 or 5 different ways, Gary, that spiel of yours, it starts to sip in right here. Especially for some of us maybe who don't have that pure entrepreneurial DNA, who have more entrepreneurial tendencies. Eh? You see, you can see it. Now, one thing that really got to me and stood up to me was this was all on a Friday. Fridays, most of us are just having a bit of a half day. We're kind of taking, we're being lazy. Even if we're working a full day, we've been a little bit lazy. We've mentally kind of checked out and we've gone. So seeing this kind of hustle on a Friday, it does put a cracker up my ass. Say, right, Rick, you gotta kind of step it up and get going and do it. Especially if you want to build. If you have the audacity to want to build something, then you gotta do it on another level. And lastly, it was good to see that meeting you had with Russ. I got a good feel on how you manage, Gary, and how the whole, when you're as the CEO of Vayner, as the main guy in your own HR. I really, really appreciate that because, I'm trying to get that and understand that. So, it's really good. I just want to say, Gary, thank you for the show. Thank you for doing the show. DailyVee, really, I think out of anything you do, that's the thing that if you pay attention enough, you can reverse engineer DailyVee, the DailyVee, to really get who Gary is. Now, I think you need to see loads of them to get there. But this is not my favorite show. I'm probably going to go back and do some of the other shows. I don't know if I'm going to do all 43 of the ones we've done before. But, definitely from now on, I'm going to be doing a review of every show you do, Gary. And perhaps I'll go back and pick my favorites. I got my favorites, DailyVee 004, DailyVee 10, 2 of my favorites. I'm definitely going to go back and do them. So, tell me what you think. And, Gary, I look forward to meeting you in person.